Hey guys, welcome to Asana Training Part 2. We've already covered in an earlier video how to set your Asana account up. In case you're unfamiliar with that video, you might want to go check it out when you're getting ready to initially set your account up. Right now, we're going to go into how to use this program. Like I said, if you're unfamiliar with this program, Asana is a great, amazing task management tool that you could use in multiple ways to not only run your business, manage your daily to-dos, teams, contacts, follow-ups. You can also use it to manage your shopping lists, your housekeeping schedule, and your chore charts. So this is a good multi-purpose program that's absolutely free, which makes it extra awesome. And it's available on both your PC, your home computer. You can edit it online, or you can use it on your smart device, your tablet or your cell phone. It's completely up to you how you use this program. I personally set mine up on the computer first, and then it's all right on my mobile. So I hope you guys are excited to get into some of the details to better utilize this program to fit your business needs. Okay, so now we are in my Asana dashboard, and as I covered before, here are my dummy accounts. I have them set up. You can easily do this with non-valid emails just to get your accounts set up to how you want them. I have mine set up for challengers, client, coach, free customer, me, and prospect. And then my projects are my lists. To add a new project, all you would do is hit the plus and create your new project. My projects are my team, contacts, my daily to-do list, team newsletters, and then we get into social media with Facebook, Pinterest, blog, my 2014 goals, my shopping list, and my housekeeping schedule. So let's go a little into contacts and how you would use this to not only add team members to your team. You can actually use this to keep track of your daily contacts. Remember, as a coach, it's vital for our business that we're reaching out to at least 2 new people a day. And what better way to keep track of people and track their follow-ups than with a system like this? Nobody will slip through the cracks. So let's go into contacts and see how to set your team up and a few little tricks I have. Okay guys, here we are in my contacts, which is usually the first step in the cycle of adding somebody to your network. I know as coaches it's vital for us to be out there making new contacts each day, but how do we organize them? How do we keep track of them? And how do we create a system that makes it easy to follow up? We don't want people slipping through the cracks. That's not the message we want to send. So this helps us simplify that process. What you're going to want to do is go into the contacts or create your contact project and make a contact template. You'll want to have an area where you can put a link to their Facebook account. You'll do this because it's easy when you have it there to be able to click that link. It'll open it in a new tab and you can send that person a message. And then the rest of the information you basically want to have comes from form. Their age, family, where they're from, what program they're doing, their goals, and then using the subtasks. Go ahead and add in some subtasks there because you want to keep track of when they create the free account, if they're a member of your team, if you're friends on Facebook, if they're in a challenge group, or if they're in your personal support group, because you'll find that not all of your free customers are going to be in your support group. So what you would do to create after you get this template established, to go ahead and add a new contact, you would just come over here to task actions and you would make a copy. You would go ahead and name that with whatever the person's name is. Let's just say Jane Doe for this one. And when it repopulates, you'll notice all that information that was in the contact template is going to be there to make it easy for you to establish the information for Jane Doe. So I've already went ahead and set up one with my name to show you. Here's my Facebook link. If I needed to say I am a challenge prospect, you can see right here I made a note in the comments that I had a conversation with Melissa about a challenge group and that I need to follow up. So since today was Saturday, I set my follow-up for Wednesday so that I can get back a hold of her, see if she's still interested in that challenge group. Remember, the fortune's in the follow-up. So I have that scheduled, and I have her listed as a prospect. So right now she's in the prospect section under contacts, and I need to follow up. When Wednesday comes around, because I have the link there, when I get the notification that this task is due, all I have to do is click on it and go ahead and open it up in a new tab, send Melissa a message, see if she's still interested in the challenge group, and either go from there and reset another follow-up date for in the future, or go ahead and get her set up with a challenge pack. So let's say that it's Wednesday and I talked to Melissa and she wants the challenge pack. She's ready to go for the group. So now she has officially joined my team. She bought the challenge pack, she's got the free account, and she's in the challenge group. So I would click these things. I noticed I forgot to uncheck them when I was going through the last video that didn't work out. So I would go ahead and I would just click the free account because she just got the challenge pack, so she has the free account now. We're friends on Facebook because she's going to be in the challenge group. And now she's officially on my team. So what I would do is I would just change her to challengers, assign her to challengers, and easily just drag her from here into my team. Oops. Let's try that again. And now she's been removed from the contact list and she's officially in my team list. And we can see her over here. And you can attribute tags also to your people, and this is what I like to do. Since she's in a challenge group, I gave her the tag challenge group. She was a prospect, but she's no longer a prospect. If she were a coach prospect, I would go ahead and put coach prospect. And then this way it gives me a tag that I could easily search my tags to go through to see who's a coach prospect. Say I'm looking for coaches and I need to go through my list of coach prospects and see who I need to follow up with. All I would have to do is click on that tag of coach prospect and it would bring them all up for me. So another good way of classifying people once they become members of your team, and also while they're contacts, is by using the labels. You can use labels for their programs if they're on Shakeology. For my coaches, I use coach right, coach left, active, inactive, that kind of stuff. So it's a good way to keep track of what everybody's doing. So that's how you would add a new contact into your contact and a new teammate into your team. And you just go ahead and copy that template that you've already created and go ahead and fill it out with your client challenger or contacts information. and either set a follow-up date if they're a contact, or if it's somebody that you need to remain in close contact with, like a Shakeology HD customer, you could set a weekly reminder to send them a message, see how they're doing, etc. So that's basically how to add people and what you're going to want to do to add people to your team and your contacts. Once you start building your list of contacts, you'll be able to start seeing people that you can follow up with where you may have forgot about them before. So the next thing we're going to really talk about is the daily to-dos. So here we are on daily, which is honestly the heart of your business. Here's where you're going to find your vital behaviors, the things you're going to want to do as a coach, and the business building activities that will propel you forward. You'll see I have obviously workout, Shakeology, personal development, group check-ins. I check in with my challenge groups, my personal support group, the Fit Club, my coach group, and then I check into my team groups. And what I'm doing here is I'm liking member posts, commenting, welcoming new members, the basics of groups. I have social media and what I post to my groups broken down a little bit later, so we'll go into that later. And then we have business activities, and these are vital, and you set these to repeat every day, and I'll show you that as soon as we finish going through the list. But I have 2 personal invites, 2 new friends, reconnect with 5 people that are currently on my friends list, return emails and messages, check follow-ups, check back office, and as you can see, and then social media. In back office, you can further break it down in what the specific tasks are you have to do for that, and I would need to check the news and updates, email new customers, and check for any new sales and send a little thank you. You can, and that's pretty much in my list. That's the only one I have broken down like that. What you'll want to do is go ahead and assign this to yourself. Set it for whatever date it is that you want to start doing this list. Say you're going to start your entire list on Monday. So we would set it for the 5th, and then we would hit repeat. It'll give you an option to do periodically or daily. You'll want to hit daily. So now when that task, when you check it off, do you see it disappear? Now it repopulated with a date for tomorrow. Usually it does the next day. So we'll see what this one does. Normally, I'm not sure why it's doing this for this video. Normally when you would click it off, I think it's because I already went through everything was due today and I marked off what I did. When you mark it off, it'll obviously will say today here instead of tomorrow. Let's go ahead and I'll demo one right quick. Let's go ahead and change the due date to today. Okay, see, there we go. It says today. Let's say I just hit my workout. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off. And it will repopulate with a tomorrow date. So it'll come back every day, and I never have to change the settings. The same thing with back office. These subtasks will repopulate each day right with it. You don't have to change anything. If in personal development, you could note what books you're reading, make notes, quotes, like whatever you want to remember about that book. In the comments, all you have to do is hit the air bubble, say I'm reading GoPro. I could just go ahead and put a comment there so that I know that I've just read GoPro. Say I'm reading a new one, I could go ahead and put that in the comments. Say I wanted to get some new books, I could go ahead and put some subtasks in there and put the name of a new book that I wanted. So you get how you can use this in different ways to best fit your business needs. What I would do is go through a list of what most top coaches are doing and find out how to tweak that for you to fit your business, and to start consistently doing these daily activities that are going to help you build your business. Newsletters are another big part of this business. You'll want to make sure that you're sending a weekly client newsletter and coach newsletter. I haven't always been the best at this, so that's why I'm definitely making it a priority to add it to my business, because I know it's that personal touch. If you're looking for a great newsletter type email provider, go to MailChimp. I love them. This is basically what I do, and I just started doing this, so I haven't completely set it up. But I put in subtasks of week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And what I'm planning on doing is creating rotating content schedules of things I want to put in that newsletter. So say I was going to decide what I want to do for week 1 newsletter, I would go ahead and hit this little speech bubble within the subtask. It's called subtasks, notes, and comments. And it would go ahead and open week 1 up. And I can go ahead and say I want to post about 4 different things in my newsletter. Let's say week 1 I want a recipe. Let's say a tip. Since it's the first week of the month, we should do the monthly promotion. And I like to do a little bit of accountability of where I am. This is just like a little tidbit of maybe like a picture of you and caption about how your week was, what program you're doing. People like to relate to people, so giving them a little slice into your life will make your newsletter a little more relatable, and it'll make it seem a little less pitchy, if that makes sense. So say this is how I want to go ahead and set my week 1 up. I would go ahead and just leave it as it is. I wouldn't put in a due date on it or assign it to anybody, because I already have the newsletter itself assigned to me, so I can already go in and see those tasks and the subtasks and that. So that's how I set my newsletter up. The next big category I have is my challenge groups. These are upcoming challenge groups I have scheduled for the future. What I would do is just go ahead and list the group, like when it was starting. I would assign it the due date of whatever day it was scheduled to start. I would assign it to myself, and then I would subtask all the things I need to do to make that event happen. I could create an event, create a flyer, invite 20 people, whatever you need to do to make that group happen. So that's how I organize my groups, keep track of everything I need to do to get them up and going. And then we go into my big boys, which is social media. Social media is definitely the biggest way I've built my business, and I honestly believe that it's sort of a science. It's part science, part trial and error. So it's all about finding what works this week might not work next week. So how I set my Facebook up is, and you'll see I assign everything to myself, because it makes it easier to just click me and see what I have scheduled for that day. So I just started doing this with my Facebook, and what I would do is pretty much the same thing with the newsletters, is go ahead and figure out what time of the day that I'm going to post. And usually I like to do 3 to 5 posts. So I would pick 3 to 5 things I want to post about for Sunday. I haven't started this one yet. But what I would do is just go ahead and subtask it. And then let's say I wanted 9 a.m. recipe, noon motivational image, let's do 5 video, 8 p.m. quote. So now what I could do on Sunday morning is when I notice that all this stuff is scheduled and these are the posts I have laid out for that day, I can go in and do one live post, which would normally be the 9 a.m. recipe, obviously, since it's the first of the day. Or I could pre-schedule these the night before on Saturday night just by going into Facebook and scheduling right through my page. What I like to do, though, is a combination of live posts and scheduled posts because I think it helps increase your seen by number. So normally when I go to my page in the morning, I do one live post and then the rest of the day is scheduled. So this makes it easier for when I'm going through my lists to see what I have to do for that day. Now, my groups, they're a little bit different. I use Hootsuite and I schedule my group posts weekly. So I would go ahead, and today is the day that it's due because it's easiest for me to do it today, is I would go in and I would schedule all the coach posts, the coach group posts. So Sunday, I want to do a post about image creating, Monday, Pinterest, Tuesday, blogging, Wednesday, Facebook, Thursday, Instagram, and Friday, finding. And that's basically the schedule. Usually Saturday, I leave open in live posts because I do videos like this. So I don't have that on my sheet. So I would go in through Hootsuite and just schedule posts that are related to these topics. And the same thing with the Fit Club. I would schedule 7 recipes, 7 quote/word posts, 4 tip days, and probably a few live posts in there of motivational images. I don't like doing images through Hootsuite, so I save those to do live. The same thing with my 21-day fixed group. Ongoing events that I have on my Facebook page, I have listed out, and I would link them to the due date that they are set to start. Okay, my phone call's over. So back to the tutorial. So this is basically how I have my Facebook page set up. I have my daily posts set up to repeat on the day that they are scheduled for. So they repeat weekly each day. My challenge group, or my groups, I schedule all the posts one day, which is a Saturday out of the week. I keep track of my events, all the events that I have created on my Facebook page, and then I have a to-do list. These are things I want to do to my page when I have the time, or maybe ideas. So you can get an idea of how to set your own Facebook up so that you can manage all the different areas of Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook page, you could definitely use this same concept on your personal page. Although you cannot schedule posts yet, you could use a program like Hootsuite to go ahead and do it for you. So you could basically do the same exact thing on your personal page too. Next, I have Pinterest. Pinterest is huge for me. I love that site. I have like 23,000 followers. So it's definitely, it moves a lot of people between my blog and my Facebook page, and it helps people find me, and I love, love, love it. I think as a coach, you should definitely have a recipe board. having a recipe board is a great way to link your clients or your customers or even your challengers to healthy recipes that they could prepare. I know that one of the biggest things people were always asking me is, do you have more recipes? So I created the Clean Eating Recipe Board, and it's definitely my biggest board, and I love it because it's an easy way to share a bunch of recipes all in one place. So what I do with my Pinterest is I schedule the same with Facebook, weekly posts for each day. My goal is to pin at least 5 pins to each board for that day. So for Sunday, I want to pin to my fitness motivation board, my body motivation board, and my clean eating board. Monday, my style, DIY, dream house. You can set it up for whatever boards you have, but you get the idea. So you're rotating, making sure that you're pinning to all your boards. And what I would do is break these up so that you have a better chance of being seen by more Pinterest users. So I would go on and maybe I would pin my fitness motivation in the morning. I would pin my body motivation in the afternoon, and maybe I would pin my clean eating recipes early evening, so that I'm kind of breaking it up so there's a wide time range where Pinterest users can see me, or follow a board that I have. So I basically have it set up for my weekly posts and then board ideas, because we definitely want to be adding new stuff, and we want to have more of a scope than just Beachbody or just fitness or just recipes. We want to give people a little taste of like who we are, of the things that we like, and give them something to relate to us. Like, I love DIY projects. I love crafts and painting. So my boards are geared towards a variety of things, and it helps attract a variety of people. Somebody could see your dream house board and then find your recipe board and decide to go to your blog and visit your Facebook page and contact you. You know, you never know who's looking. So that's how I set my Pinterest up. My blog is the next biggie, and I have pretty much 2 blogs because I have a team training website and I have my personal blog. So I have it set up for weekly scheduled postings, and this is my new schedule. I'm doing 21-day fixed meal plans, so that is my Sunday post. My Monday post is going to be a transformation post, and these are on my personal blog. Tuesday is going to be a post on my team training blog. Wednesday is an organization tip. Thursday is a team training blog post. Friday is a team training blog post prep, because Saturday I do these videos and I want to put them on the blog. So I prep the blog post on Friday so that I can just add in the videos when I'm done. And Saturday, also on my personal blog, I post an accountability update, a weekly check-in of where I am with my program. These are just ways that I'm just going to stay more consistent with my blog. On my blog, I have it further broken down, and these are not assigned to anybody, and they are not set to repeat. So they're just ideas. So I have it sectioned off into my blog and my team training website. My team training website is, these are posts that I need to complete on it, and here are the posts for that category, and these are all posts that I need to get done. So when I'm doing one of my team training blog posts, I can come down here and look and see what posts I need to post, or maybe I don't want to do something that I have listed for, like say I don't want to do the organization tip on Wednesday. I could go into my post ideas for my blog and pick out something different. I can change this at any time. Say I don't want to do organization tips on Wednesday anymore. Say I want to do something food related. So let's say food motivation. Now all these posts that I'm doing, I want to make sure to, especially on my blog posts, that I'm using pinnable images so that when I go in for Pinterest, I can pin images directly from my blog. It will help get users back to my blog and potentially back to my Facebook page where they can connect with me and potentially join my team. So that's a little bit on how I organize my blog. And then we can also go into goals. Like you can list out all your goals for 2014. And now here's the fun stuff where you can use it outside of your business. You can use this for your shopping list, which I honestly use this all the time for my shopping list. I'm going to show you how you can set it up. If you're stopping at multiple stores, you could just go ahead and create a new section. Say, I need to stop at Publix. And let's say I need to get fruit, veggies, milk, but then say there is a sale somewhere. Woohoo! We like sales. So let's say Albertsons has meat on sale. We got chicken on sale, so let's get our chicken there. Say we need to stop at Walmart for some toilet paper, so we could do a new section for Walmart. Get some TP and laundry detergent. Okay, so you don't have to put the new categories in if you are getting everything at one store, but if you're stopping at multiple stores, or you often stop at multiple stores, you can go ahead and leave the sections in for the stores that you most frequently shop, and then when you have something to get there, you can add it to the list. Or say we don't want to get anything from Albertsons, but we don't want to remove it from the list. Oops, oh, I just did. Okay, say we don't want to get anything at Walmart. We could go ahead and just delete these over here. Delete the task. Let's delete the task. And Walmart will still be on there, even though it has no tasks. That'll just show that we don't have to stop there. I honestly use this shopping list all the time because I'm one of those people that I will make a list at home. Sometimes I'll make 3 lists at home and they're all on the counter, or I go to the store, I get into the store, and I realize I've left the list in the car. Do you go back to the list for the car? Or go back to the car for the list? I know I usually don't, so I end up walking aimlessly around trying to remember everything I had on my list. So this has definitely saved me a few times. And now we can go into the housekeeping. This is like if you're a mompreneur or a stay-at-home mom, it's always nice to have an application that can not only manage your businesses, it can manage your tasks as mom, your tasks as wife, the things you want to get done. So here are the normal things that most people do when they're cleaning their house. I don't know about you, but unfortunately right now I don't have a dishwasher. So dishes are a daily chore for me. So I put a due date on it of it's due today. We'll set it to repeat daily. And there we go. Dishes is repeating daily. Let's assign it to me so that's right there on my list. Now I'm going to explain. I am pretty OCD about vacuuming and mopping, and as much as I don't want to admit it, I also do these 2 things on a daily basis. It's just I'm really OCD about my housekeeping. But things like dusting, you could schedule that. Like dusting for me, that's a once a weeker. I'm not as OCD as I am about the floors. So let's say let's schedule it for Sunday. We'll dust on Sunday, and we'll have to go back in. We'll set this to repeat, and we'll just leave it on periodically. So 7 days, every 7 days, I'm going to have to dust the house. It's a good reminder so that dust doesn't pile up. Bathrooms, whatever your preference is, I like mine twice a week, so I would probably set this to repeat every 3 days because I do have a husband and a little boy, so got to keep those bathrooms clean. Laundry, whatever your preference is. I do mine weekly. Sundays is usually laundry days. And I also go through the kids' bedrooms and clean them on Sundays too. So you can see how this program can not only help you organize your team, keep track of your contacts, schedule follow-ups. It can help you keep track of your daily to-do list on top of your newsletters and challenge groups, and it can help you manage your social media. One of my biggest tips is to set schedules, rotating schedules. To give you an idea, you don't necessarily have to follow this schedule every day, but for example, let's, like we were saying with Facebook, find 3 to 5 posts daily and rotate what you post about. You don't always want to be posting a recipe at 9 a.m. or you don't always want to be posting a motivational image at 9 a.m. You want to kind of rotate it. So say one day you post a recipe, a motivational image, a video, and a quote. The next morning you're not going to want to post in that same order. Maybe you will post a motivational image, a recipe, a quote, and then a video, or, like whatever your personal posts are from your page. Remember to think about the game plan training that we went over in the Revolution. Make sure that you are targeting your audience with your brand labels. Those are what your posts are going to want to be about. So think about your branding labels when you're thinking about your posting schedules. I hope you guys found this long video a little bit helpful, and you can utilize this in ways that will benefit not only your business, but your home life as well. Let me know how you use it, anything you change, or even if you found this slightly helpful. I hope you guys have an amazing Saturday.